Welcome back to Uncultured Universe. We are the podcast where two friends show each other movies, shows, and anything else that they need to see, hear, or experience in order to get a little more, you guessed it, cultured.
You got it.
I'm your host, Joe, and I'm joined as always by the uncultured Justin.
Hey.
Today, we will be saving our school and our community by putting on the best damn choir show this town has ever seen. It's 1993's Sister Act 2, Back in the Habit. That's right. We are going back to back with the Sister Act sequel.
We're going back to church. You think you're getting a day off? Nope. You get right back in it. We're going Sunday and Wednesday.
That is a crazy thing, especially if you're like Baptist growing up. I think they did a lot of like Wednesday church. Are you getting a video clip?
Yeah, it's a double
message.
Yep, so many. But yeah, I never did the Wednesday thing. I only did the Sunday stuff.
Yeah. If you're Catholic like myself, it is mainly Sunday or like Saturday evening if you're busy.
So Wednesday is exclusively a Baptist flavoring.
I don't know if it's just Baptist. I think it might be like Protestant. I'm not sure because I never did it, but I know that maybe Baptist does a lot on Wednesday for some reason.
They're just like, what's halfway between Sundays? It's like that stays smack in the middle of the week. That's like us in.
It's like people who celebrate their half birthdays.
Exactly. Oh my God. Yeah, right. It's it's like Jesus and his birthday on Christmas, and let's also throw in some Easter. Some Easter love.
Yeah, Easter is like Jesus's half birthday. That's how that works.
It is. Man, this movie. I had a fun time, but admittedly, not as much fun as I had with the first one.
Okay, we're going to get into it, and I'm only going to allow a certain level of slander against this one, so be on your guard. We covered Sister Act, 1992 Sister Act, as my previous episode a couple episodes ago, and that was kind of the bridge towards me covering Sister Act 2, which is like wherein my true culture lies, if you will. I've talked about like cousin movies being a major thing growing up. This is like the ultimate movie that we share like with our cousins, and like we would just watch it together, quote it together. I don't know why it was Sister Act 2 so much instead of Sister Act. Maybe it's just like it happened sooner toward our present time, so it was fresher on our mind. But like the soundtrack is a little bit more modern, a little bit more boogie, and so we definitely had that on CD. And so it was kind of an ever-present thing in our lives, both as a movie and as a soundtrack. What were your initial thoughts here?
So this movie came out the year immediately following Sister Act Prime, the first one.
Yeah.
And these two movies feel so radically spaced apart. This one, we were talking about it last night. Sister Act 1 feels timeless in a sense. And I think we talked about that when we talked about the first one before in our previous episode. Like, it just feels timeless. It's just like exactly the perfect movie kind of a thing. This one feels more of a time capsule of 1993.
Right.
Which was like, I think, a product of the times of just like hyper capitalizing on the things that made the early 90s. Big hip hop influence, big kind of like TV vibes. Like I get like sitcom vibes. Every 90s movie had like we're gonna save the blank via competition. Either it could be something as like a Superstar, which is like a movie akin to this, where it's like we're gonna put on a talent show and someone's gonna win something. This one is like total 90s plot kind of thing of like we're gonna save the school by showcasing our very hyper specific talent.
Yeah, it takes place like in the classroom that was in every 90s TV show. It's very like Boy Meets World, right?
Yeah. It's TGIF coded for sure.
But no, I agree with you. Sister Act is more of like an original movie. I'm not sure like where the inspiration for it comes from, but like it's more. Sister Act obviously has like more intense crime elements, and it's the music in it is more like, oh, we're bringing like a, kind of a 50s and 60s girl group vibe to this convent, whereas in Sister Act 2 it is really more about like the youth of the 90s and how they're bringing current 90s music into I guess like Catholic choir vibes, right?
Yeah.
But it was kind of like the pitch perfect of its time, which I never even really realized because I didn't get like the 90s or the early 90s like musical cues, like how they have like what is it, like a Janet Jackson moment kind of in the finale song.
Yeah.
I never really knew that until like this latest time that I watched it.
Yeah. They're loving and living for the medleys in this one. Everything's a super cut, and it is definitely flavored like Pitch Perfect. This movie laid the groundwork for the Pitch Perfect franchise.
Yeah.
100%.
Billions. And yeah, I think your sentiments were shared with critics at the time. Critics specifically did not like this movie. They thought it was kind of like copying off of a bunch of other movies in a way that the original Sister Act didn't. So you have like stuff like Stand and Deliver, where it's like, did you ever watch that in high school?
I know what you're talking about.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
It's Edward James Olmos coming into a classroom.
How do I reach these kids?
How can I reach these kids? And he teaches them calculus.
Yeah. Fill the hole.
It's incredible. You should watch Stand and Deliver. We watched that as part of like our calculus class in high school.
I've only seen clips on TikTok of just like, it's like, orale, fill the hole, do the math.
It's like
the number.
Yeah, and like so many TV shows like make fun of that. You have like
South Park.
It's like South Park. It's like it's either American Dad or Family Guy, where they do some sort of bit about like teaching the inner city youth, and they're out at like a park playing chess, and he's like, "Hey, Jamal, point to the king." And he points to the king on the board, and then he lifts up his finger and points it to himself. No, it's you. The kids are like, "Oh,
love it." The hype of hope. The hype of hope in the 90s was sky high, of like, feeling the influence from your elders, feeling the influence from your community and things like that. And it was all really feel good kind of a flick, kind of a story. But yeah, you're right. Like it's exactly that, what was it? Dangerous Minds or whatever, with Michelle Pfeiffer. Someone from like the outskirts coming into the inner city. Inner city was big in the 90s.
So that was like the initial critical reception, people being like, this is unrealistic. This is kind of like a super quick follow-up to kind of capitalize on the first movie, obviously. Yes. And it worked. We'll get into kind of like the budget and gross of all of this. But I wanted to mention there's been kind of like a critical reassessment of this movie, especially as part of like a piece of like black cinema. From what I was reading, this movie was directed by Bill Duke, who, if you look up Bill Duke, he's like one of the guys from Predator, who's like on the Predator crew with Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yes.
Do you know who I'm talking about?
Yes.
Yeah, he directed this movie.
Fuck.
And so many like singer-songwriters kind of reference this movie as an inspiration, like modern singer-songwriters reference this movie, and like folks like Lauryn Hill in this movie as an inspiration for getting into the music industry, and just like kind of the infectious energy and like the talent displayed by the cast in this movie, despite the story itself being kind of ridiculous and cliche a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit, but that's really fun because like the whole conceit with Lauryn Hill's character Rita of like, I want to sing Or like, I'm good at singing, and mom's like, no, it killed your dad, so you're not going to sing. Money, singing doesn't pay the bills. But like, I love that modern singer-songwriters are seeing that and being like, no, fuck you, you're right. Like, I am going to sing. I'm going to make something of it.
Listen, ultimately, it is a bunch of cliches that they threw together into a movie, but the cliches are so comfortable, especially from like us living in 2025. Like, this feels like such a comfort movie. Where we're coming from, where like all these movies have to be like constantly different, constantly meta, constantly like referencing other things. Like this movie feels like quaint in a way.
It really does. It's innocent a little bit. Like the like we're talking about the bits, the themes and stuff hadn't been milked to death yet, I guess, as much. And another thing that movies love to do currently is like throw in the dash of like realism and kind of like the ennui kind of a thing of, because I was expecting it, honestly, because I'm conditioned with how modern movies are made, of like, oh, they're about to announce the winners, they're not going to win.
Yeah,
that's how the movie's going to end, and they're going to have to like figure it out at the end of but that's not how movies were in the 90s.
No.
Or it was just like, no, they're going to win.
We hadn't
matter.
We hadn't gotten to the level of like postmodern or postmodern version of these movies. It was still in its prime.
Post 9/11.
You think so? Post 9/11.
100% post 9/11.
We weren't jaded as a human species yet,
dude. Honestly, truthishly, that was the time where the wool fell from our eyes 100%, and like the innocence of the youth and everything kind of washed away. And that's when a few years later when Dark Knight, the Batman Begins franchise came out, like, it's a gritty realism.
All right, that's a little bit of a stretch there. So people are covering the weeks and months following 9/11, and they're like, so when can we watch Sister Act 2 again?
They go, absolutely not. Because like, if you compare it to something like Pitch Perfect,
no,
there's a sheen, a filter of, some hard truths that are put on there.
Yeah, it's a little nastier. It's a little neater,
and it's a little more realistic, I guess. There was some bits of realism throughout Sister Act 2, but at the end, it all comes together in a bow. The obvious evil superintendent villain didn't get his way, and the struggling inner city school kids save their school.
Listen, I want to talk through all of the ways this story had to like come together to exist, and how so much of it doesn't make sense.
Give me.
But like my thought right off the bat is like, yeah, it's a lot of like kind of cliched nonsense, but it's acted in a way that is believable. And I think a lot of the performances are actually really good. Especially a lot of the kid performances, which can oftentimes be like cringe to high hell. You can kind of tell they're maybe having a good time doing this. And like the chemistry between them and and Whoopi Goldberg is great. But yeah, let me kind of get into the stats here, and then we could talk about like how this movie grows out of the first one, because this is the first time on this podcast we've had like a sequel movie that we've talked about
immediately
to another movie that we talked about.
Yep.
All right, Sister Act 2, Back in the Habit. Directed by Bill Duke, starring Whoopi Goldberg, Maggie Smith, Kathy and Jimmy, Wendy McKenna, Mary Wicks fan club, James Coburn, Barnard Hughes, Cheryl Lee Ralph, Lauryn Hill, and a whole crew of inner city youth with hearts of gold. Released in December of 1993. So yeah, it was like a year and a half after, basically.
Incredible.
Made 125 mil against a budget of 38 mil. So not bad, even by today's standards. That would have been a total success today.
Totally.
So you have the first Sister Act, which is kind of like more of an adult comedy movie. I think it's actually rated PG-13, which is crazy. Because it has like that crime element that is completely missing.
There is a murder that takes place.
Right. The whole like Harvey Keitel stuff, which is like the driving force behind Dolores going into witness protection, which is the driving force behind like her getting into the convent and all that stuff. And so you're the producers of that movie. That movie is a huge hit, makes a ton of money. You think, okay, we got to get a sequel, got to strike while the iron's hot, right?
Yeah.
How do we do this again? Because she can't like go into witness protection again.
Yeah.
And so you think of like, yeah, Dangerous Minds is happening, Stand to Deliver is happening. She's got to teach those kids, right?
How is she going to reach those kids?
Listen,
Now you're cooking.
standing up for this movie, I think it bridges the gap from the first one to the second one in an interesting way, because a lot of the theme of the first one is about like the sisters in the convent growing out of the convent and like going out into the community and helping them. And then Sister Act 2 picks up with like, okay, they're completely out of the convent at this point, we're assuming. And a select few of them are teaching at a school. So we're kind of trying to like revitalize this school, keep it going, but we're with the youth, we're with the community, all because of what Dolores, Sister Mary Clarence, helped us to do. And so that theme of like, it's about the community, it's about how this convent kind of keeps the heart of the community going, keeps going in this second one. So I think that's kind of an acceptable basis for us to start off on.
Mm-hmm.
Now we get into kind of wacky town. So you start the movie with Sister Mary Clarence, Dolores, is a Las Vegas showgirl act headliner. She got her biggest dream. So in the first movie, where we're kind of like starting in this dingy Reno casino, and she's kind of playing in the back with a couple other singers, she's got this whole, I love how it's still like dinner theater in Vegas, but she's got just like a much better
budget,
a little bit more budget, much better production. And she's singing essentially about the story of the first movie, but doing like a whole like medley. It's really fun. And so the nuns come back and they're basically like, we need you to come back, and because like Reverend Mother needs help. They convince her to come back to San Francisco for some reason, because she wants to go help Maggie Smith because they're friends. And then
if there was ever another point where they would break the fourth wall, because they did at the end, it was going to be at this moment when she's talking to Maggie Smith, and she's like, guilt. I would never. I'm a nun.
Listen,
like I would have loved it.
Listen, if they had to pick one crazy thing to drive this entire movie off of, like Catholic guilt is the one to go with. The entire premise of this movie is like Maggie Smith guilts Whoopi Goldberg into coming to teach at this high school,
right?
To help these kids, and that basically kicks off. Okay, you're gonna. These kids are uninspired. It's the youth of America, tale as old as time. How can we teach these kids? How can we reach these kids? And you're gonna come back and teach music. For some reason, there's a little asterisk at the bottom. You have to also be a nun during this. So we get you into the costume. And that kind of kicks us off. She gets into the classroom, and the rest is history.
I missed the detail of like this is like a Catholic school, kind of, and it's so like there's no other like normies teaching. They all have to be nuns or monks, teaching.
I don't think they're monks. Oh. So I do like the introduction of like the father's side of things as part of this. So there's a group of, I guess, Franciscans that work at the school too, and they're all just like a bunch of nerds and weirdos a little bit.
Big shout out, and this is me showing my parenthood skills. Father Ignatius, Michael Jeter, I think is his name. Famously in our household from Sesame Street.
Oh,
specifically in the early 90s. He was on a segment, inside a segment. He was in a little side Elmo story, Elmo's World, and he was like a friend of Elmo's, and he was Mr. Noodle.
Oh my God.
And he was like a silent kind of like clown kind of character, but like he was himself. He just wore big oversized clothes and just act really silly, like Mr. Noodle. That's not how that works. Hilarious. But he plays like the exact same kind of character in this movie, and he is a standout. We were like, Mr. Noodle, he's great.
Yeah. Yeah. Love Michael Juder. Kind of a gay icon. Unfortunately, I believe he died of AIDS not long after this, or complications related to AIDS. But
it was in like 90. No, it was like 2005 or something like that.
Was it later?
He was in Jurassic Park 3.
Oh my God. Okay. Yeah. And that was like at least 2001, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So he was around. My other Michael Jeter culture. Did you ever see Air Bud?
No.
Oh, he plays the villain in Air Bud. No. He is terrifying in that. He's like an abusive clown that is like the original owner of Air Bud, and Air Bud runs away from him to go be with the kid.
Wow.
And the whole movie is about like him realizing Air Bud's famous now and trying to get Air Bud back.
Oh my God.
He's so scary in that movie. That movie's insane.
That's I can't imagine him playing a terrible character like that, because he's such a fun, silly little guy.
His signature thing in that is like it's implied that he beats Air Bud with newspapers.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Yeah. And so the dog is like afraid of newspapers.
God, good Lord. That's his kryptonite.
Yeah.
We were talking about it last night of like, this is our second in Uncultured universe, Mr. Noodle appearance. Now,
who's the other Mr. Noodle?
In Elmo's world, they switch back and forth between Mr. Noodles. There's Mr. Noodle and Mr. Brother's brother, Mr. Noodle.
Wait, what?
They're two different guys, but one's like MR period and the other one's like MISTER. Doesn't matter. Super nerdy. But Bill Irwin was one of the other prolific early Mr. Noodles. Bill Irwin from Interstellar voiced Tars.
Yeah. Wow. We're going to have to make the official character map of all the people we've covered multiple times.
Yeah. And it's going to come out and it's going to be like a pictogram, symbol of something that we'll have to discover.
It'll be satanic.
100% it will be. But yeah, the father's wackiness, they brought some fun levity to this, because like he's not a Swedish chef, he's a German chef. All he can cook is the worsts, and very funny. That anytime he's in the scene, he has the chef hat on, so like that's the chef. That's the chef father.
Yeah. I do like how they brought back like the core trio of nuns from the first movie. They're a little bit more off to the side, and they come in like segments a little bit. Like they're all teaching their own classes, but they're all kind of like hanging out. Once they get like a music room, they're in there as well. And then I guess it's kind of implied that the other nuns from the convent in the first movie are still back at the convent. And I guess the nuns kind of bus it to the school a little bit. Yeah. That makes sense, right?
Yeah. I mean, I assume it's like around the corner. Like San Francisco's not that big,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I love the youth in this movie. I love how you got some faces you recognize. There's obviously like Lauryn Hill. There's Alana Ubach. Jennifer Love Hewitt. Did you notice her?
Oh yeah. Real fun.
And it's basically like this movie goes by a lot faster than I remembered, because it's basically like going through the beats. Like the timeline is a little bit insane, because you come to learn pretty quickly that the school is closing down after like whatever semester you're on. And so if you go off of that, maybe it's like a few weeks of Sister Mary Clarence coming into the music class, figuring out like, okay, these kids what? These kids know how to sing. I'm going to make them into a choir, and that's going to be their only grade for this entire music class. It's a School of Rock situation.
It is School of Rock. You're right. And that's the same movie. Right. Because that was also like a Catholic school or something like that.
No, that was just a prep school.
Just a prep school? Okay. Same thing.
And then like it culminates in like the MacGuffin of like, oh, we found this random singing competition where we're gonna save the entire school and community if we win.
I was waiting for it. I was like, so how are they going to save the school? Like, what are they gonna do? Competition, of course.
Right.
Because why not?
So what are your thoughts going into this? What did you know about Sister Act 2? Was it part of your history at all?
It wasn't. Much like the first one was not. But I remember and always kind of just bubbled them up as like the same kind of movie, I guess, in my head, because they did come out, pretty close together. But I always knew the tagline or the title of the second one, Back in the Habit. I was like, oh, that's clever.
It's a good one.
It's a good one. But yeah, like I didn't know how deep it went, what any of the story beats were, what the plot or anything like that. But I do remember kind of like knowing that like, oh, Lauryn Hill is in one of these movies playing it could be a student, could be just a young kid or young girl, doesn't matter. But I know that she is in this movie. And then, the Fugees, come to race to stardom like the next year, the year after. Yeah. And then did you know Lauryn Hill and the Fugees at all growing up? I did, yeah, from watching MTV, Ready or Not and all that kind of stuff. So I knew who she was.
I didn't have MTV. So was it like they would play the music videos on MTV? Oh, yeah. And that's kind of like what your connection is there?
Nonstop, yeah. So like I was glued to MTV, as a young man.
Wow.
Yeah, so I've seen that music video a ton of times. They're in a submarine. It's weird, but it was, it's music videos, man.
They're in a submarine and ready or not.
Yeah, it's really cool. We should check it out sometime. But I didn't know that Jennifer Love Hewitt was in this or Alana Ubach was in this.
A lot of the kids in the cast either went on to have like acting careers like the ones we're talking about, or are a part of various like singing groups based on what I was singing, just like stemming from the 90s and going from there.
I love it.
And so a lot of like cross paths within the Sister Act 2 universe.
How delightful.
But it's one of those things where like you have these movies growing up where so many of the kids' faces are just like so distinctive that they were like celebrities for me growing up, even though these are like barely minor actors in a lot of cases. Like I would recognize them anywhere.
Like I've seen this come up so many times of just like Hollywood refer back to the 70s, 80s, and 90s when you're casting these people, like bring back interesting faces.
Yeah.
Like
so many interesting faces.
So many interesting faces. And like you said, they're just like ingrained in your head of just like, this is a person. These are like unique voices and they have a point of view and opinions and stuff versus, just like, oh, it's Euphoria and just everyone looks the way they look. Everyone looks plastic and the same. So, it's just, but most of these Netflix movies and made for TV movies, for streaming movies, like everybody just looks the fucking same.
It's such an incredibly like drab movie at the start, especially going through this school. We talked in the first one about how I have like a weird nostalgia for that level of like drab church architecture. Weirdly the same for this school. Like I feel like I can go in and like smell what this school smells like as they're going through it. It's really old and almost like run down looking.
Like that basement area where the music room is just looks musty.
They're underground.
There's no windows. Yeah.
But I think like part of the color element of this movie is how much like they slowly just start to like explode in color towards the end, all culminating in like the kids taking off their robes and going out in just like their city clothes in the big final number.
Which like they taught they got choreography involved.
Oh my God.
Man, like I didn't know that. Like that's Sister Mary Clarence works fast.
Well, they were rehearsing every day, like before and after school and during class.
They were all about it. Yeah.
Yeah, so I love how every face is kind of a standout amongst this cast. I love how there's randomly like the piano player that doesn't talk. He doesn't really sing. I love how one of them does the sign language. That's kind of an iconic piece of this movie.
I did not expect that. And I loved that piece. I loved that part. That feels so like, obviously progressive. You know, for that community. But like, yeah, that was so cool. I love that.
So let's kind of talk through like the musical moments in this movie, because I feel like that's where the standout is. And it kind of reflects the first movie in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
So you're going through the plot. She's slowly but surely like earning the respect of these kids, figuring out like, hey, these kids have got like some level of musical talent. That Rita Watson is kind of a standout, but she's a little bit harder.
She's a tough nut to crack.
Overcome. Yeah. She left the class, but she's going to be back soon. And so it culminates in like this first performance, which very much like reflects the first performance from the first movie.
Yeah.
Where you think they're going to do this like regular kind of low key choir performance in front of the whole school. And it slowly just builds and builds and builds as the kids add more energy to it and build off of their own energy.
Yeah.
And you get the standout performance from, what is his name? Amal.
Yeah.
Where he does the whistle note.
Yeah. The Mariah Carey. Yeah.
Which is like top 3 moments in cinema, if you had asked me growing up.
Love that.
And then from there, it's like, okay, we are established as a choir. We're going to segue this into figuring out how to save the school. James Coburn has like 5 minutes every 20 minutes in this movie where he's basically trying to shut down the school and separate all the kids out because he wants to retire early.
Like the simplest like bad guy.
Easy.
Like, yeah, it's like, I just want to retire early. Please. I'm 70 years old. I'm ready to die.
And like, let him retire.
Just let him retire. It's like, no, I want to take the school with me.
And then you do have the Rita character in this, another iconic moment being like, oh, they're trying to like get her back into the classroom because she left. She kind of rebelled and no one followed her. She's on the outsides with her friends. And then you have her and her friends singing the Sparrow song in the church, which is like her moment of being like, oh, damn, Rita can't sing. She says she can't sing. Yes, she can. Rita can sing better than anyone here because she's Lauryn Hill. That's how that works.
It's like, she's what? She's who? I'm sorry, she's Rita Watson is what
Rita Watson with a W. And then she has the classic like footloose parent, doesn't understand, doesn't like the arts because arts leads to drugs and death. Cheryl Lee Ralph giving a masterful performance there.
Man. It is like Coco. It is Trolls. Did you ever see Trolls? There's that whole thing. It's like, I can't sing because it killed my grandma. It's the same kind of a thing. It's very funny.
This idea of like music leading to death and destruction, so the future generation can't do it.
Yeah, I love it. But I love how like actual real life people took that as like inspiration of like, no, I'm going to make something of myself because this movie proved that you can.
This movie's foundational for like, again, like kind of like in the first movie, it feels like such a bridge between the old types of singing and like the new types. And mixing them together within a single performance happens so much now in these movies.
Yeah, nowadays. Yeah, you always have to have like a little bit of the establishing, and then you got to like pull the rug out from under them. Subvert. We're going to do a little, an a cappella moment here. We're going to do a hip hop rap moment over in this moment. And then we're going to do a solo, and then we're going to come back and we're all going to dance together, and it's all going to be a thing. And that could be any movie that has a musical element. to it these days.
Yeah, I mean, once the choir competition becomes a thing, and it becomes like, hey, we're going to try to save this school, it is like we are hitting the beats for the next 35 minutes and landing this plane. It is like, okay, we got to raise the money. We got to get the permission slips. Everyone's got to get them signed. There's a little bit of a hurdle there. And then it's like backstage stuff.
Yeah, it is. It is totally the anti how you write a story.
Yeah.
Like how you get from beat to beat to beat. It is all and then. And the way that you get there is montage.
Listen, that is one way to do a movie, and I think there is an art to doing that correctly, even if it's not like the best way to do a movie.
Sure.
Because it's very like by the book. It's very we've kind of seen this before.
Mm-hmm.
But when you have it showed in like such a smooth montage to montage way like this, to where the viewer doesn't even realize like the time is passing, and you're just kind of ingrained in it.
Like movies need to understand their place. You know, I'm putting directors back in their place. Like, you are here to entertain me.
Yeah.
Don't make me think with every single fucking movie. Like, don't overdo it. Don't like, you know, if you were to if anyone were to remake this movie, they would obviously, like we talked about, like they would pepper in so much like harrowing darkness realism to it. Kind of like how like Dead Poets Society kind of just like rips the safety net out from under you in the back half. And it would not be a magical entertaining movie anymore. It would be a thinking piece of like, you know, and that's not what it should be. That's not what this movie is. This movie is an entertaining through and through 2-hour long movie.
There's no way this movie is 2 hours long.
Motherfucker.
This movie's a tight 9 hour, if anything.
Hour 47, you're right.
Is it really an hour 47?
Yeah, dude.
Wow. I would have said this movie's like TV movie length.
Well, it does feel kind of like made for TV movie, with the montages, with the school setting, and with a lot of the kind of quick heel turns that the students have to make sometimes, where they're like, man, we're not going to make it in this competition. And then the adult figure gives up on them, walks away. And then someone stands up and goes, hey, guys, we need to do better because they believe in us. And they're like, yeah, you're right.
That does happen multiple times. And again, I'm just like, I'll allow it.
Yeah. Go. That's not how real teenagers work, but yes.
Let the children pave the way.
Yeah.
I do love like the contractually obligated like number where all the nuns from the first movie come back and sing Ball of Confusion at like an old folks home, from what I can tell.
Yeah.
That was fun seeing all the sisters back at it. They also have like a lot of cameos of the sisters during the Get Up Off of That Thing number when they're raising money, dancing in the street. And then what else? Yeah, there's like little moments of like some of the students just like out on the sidewalk at night, like talking about music class and whether or not they should like be sacrificing their reps to like really shoot for a future here. Yeah. And they're like lots of like, this is whack, sort of talk.
Everything's whack. That's whack. I was not a big fan of Frankie and his appropriation.
Oh, you didn't like Frank K?
Frank K. Oh, hey.
Justin, it was the 90s.
It was the 90s, man. That's what, that's what they did.
Yeah.
But he, his hip hop rap skills, they were whack.
They're down with God.
Oh my God. I got an LOL from me. That was good.
Listen, there's so many just like random moments and lines from this that my family quotes for no reason. The one girl in the back of class just randomly deciding to say like, hey, can we spice this up a little bit, and singing, and then she gets no more lines throughout the entire movie.
Didn't need to. She propelled the plot forward.
the one stagehand towards the end who says, like, your teacher says, take off your robes, please take off your robes. Iconic. I will just
funny.
It's one of those things where, like, I can randomly text someone, like, your teacher says take off your robes.
Yeah.
We're gonna go out there comfortable if we're gonna go out with anything. And then like I think once they're announcing the winners of the all-state music competition, once like they get past first runner-up, like, you know, they're gonna win. Like they're not going to be lower than fourth, you know.
Yeah.
So it's kind of process of elimination at that point.
But I was bracing for that, of just like,
you really thought it was gonna be like,
I really thought
the real win was the friends we made along the way. No,
much. It's like, man, guys, you know what? But we came together, didn't we? Promise you'll stay in touch when we all get bused to different schools next year.
The real win is winning, actually.
Yeah. I'm married to winning. This is a real quote someone from my job said.
Oh my God. Married to winning.
What does that mean?
The concept of winning.
The concept of winning. I'm married to.
I have been going to therapy with the concept of winning.
Things are not good.
We have 2 kids.
Winning is endangering my life.
Her family's toxic.
So bad.
All right. We're going to get through kind of just final notes here. Justin, are you drinking anything? I was kind of sipping on something this whole time. What do you got on your end? You drinking water right now?
I'm drinking some water. Okay. It's holy water.
Okay. We'll allow it.
Holy water.
My chosen cocktail for this episode, I'm calling it, what did I call it? Oh, Hoppy Day.
That's genius.
Yeah, it's basically, what is it called when you mix the lemonade with the beer? A growler?
No, a shandy.
Shandy.
I was like, Arnold Palmer. That's different.
It's lemonade and a beer. It's an Hoppy Day. All right, let's get into let's kind of just clear out our notes here, and then I have a game for you that I want you to play.
Yay.
What are the rest of, like, your thoughts and prayers of the movie? What are you feeling here?
My thoughts and prayers on this are, admittedly, like I said at the top, I dug the first one a lot more. And we talked about some of those things of, like, that's a wholly original kind of story, kind of fish out of water kind of a thing. But driven by the performances, driven by the magnetism that is Whoopi Goldleaf.
Widow Whoopi Goldberg.
Whoopi Goldberg and her infectiousness, you know, that kind of a thing, carries over to this movie, but she's sharing some of that with the kids naturally, because that's how it has to be. But, like, the made-for-TV moviness, the TGIF of it all, you know, heavy on the tropes, heavy on the themes and stuff like that, kind of brought it down a little bit for me. But it was still a good time.
That is
and I appreciated, you know, that it felt like a natural evolution of the story, even if a little ham-fisted and a little, like, they're along the, you know, the writer's room, and they're like, all right, guys, we need to capitalize real quick on this movie, this success. Hey, we got it. All right. Whoopi Goldberg. Sister Act 2. How do we get her back in the habit? What did you just say? What did you just say? Write that down. Back in the habit. Done.
Quick.
Okay, how do we get her back in the habit? I don't know. Put her into school or something. Fucking, I love it.
Incredible. They are potentially coming out with a third one 30 years later. What do you think the premise should be for that one?
It needs to go back to Vegas. It needs to be in Vegas.
Just Sister Act in Vegas?
Yeah, like it, and make it meta of, like, she's putting on a show as herself when she first went to the convent. So it's like the classic trilogy where, like, you call back story beats from the first movie. You bring back the murder plot and element of it.
But it's like in the show.
In the show. Okay. But then there's still, like, mystery and intrigue and things there. And the students are now grown up. You know, one of them's strung out on drugs or something. Who knows? But, like, they come back. One of them is running to school. Like, but it's got to be centered in Vegas, and it takes place inside the Sphere.
Interesting. My mind immediately went to like, oh, it's got to take place in a prison somewhere. I don't know why.
Prison Break?
Yeah. Sister Act 3 on the Run.
I looked up potential Sister Act 3 titles, and Whoopi Goldberg shared on the Colbert Late Show. She just riffing on the couch of Sister Act 3, oh my God, it still fits. Or Sister Act 3, Blacker in the Habit, which is genius. But I think it was scrapped because Maggie Smith passed. And, most of the people from these two movies have also passed because they're playing old folks.
Right. It'll have to be like, just like a really kind of like contemplative drama centered on Whoopi and like where she sees herself and her looking back on her life and being like, the best time of my life was the time I spent in the habit. What does that mean?
Yeah, and then it's like an ending of what was that movie with Hugh Jackman and the tree?
Oh, The Fountain.
The Fountain, where she like ascends.
It becomes just like multi-dimensional.
Aaron Aronofsky directs.
There's kind of a multiverse of multiple sister acts happening across different universes.
There's a scene where there's like multiple Whoopies like behind her, and she like touches a mirror, and they all like ripple out behind her.
Wow.
Yeah,
Sisters Act.
Oh, and it's like a double helix kind of a thing, and there's like genealogy involved.
No, they'll probably just do Sister Act, but replace the E with a 3 or something like that.
Yeah. Or a hard reboot.
Just do the same thing again. Let me get through some of my notes here. I like that her backstory that they give her is that she enjoyed being in a women's prison too much, and so she had to transfer to this school. The Tyler kid makes me laugh.
Which one was he?
He's the nerdy one who like keeps asking her questions so that she doesn't sit in the sticky stuff.
Yeah, that's good.
Maria doesn't know Mary had a little lamb. What an iconic little moment.
Hilarious.
These kids are a shoo-in for regionals. Did you ever watch Community, where they have like essentially the Glee episode?
Yes.
Yeah. How they all kind of get infected and start saying stuff like we're a shoo-in for regionals. It's very much that vibe.
Definitely that.
It's classic parents who hate singing. I love the glimpses we get of the other choirs and how much they all like slightly kind of suck a little bit.
Yeah, and like
towards the end.
The really good ones are like they're like a Brim and Robert. Yeah, can't let those guys win.
The sign language interpreter is an icon. The ending is so miscongeniality. Yeah. We end on another fuck you moment, essentially, where Maggie Smith tells Mr. Crisp to go with God. But it's implied that she's saying something else.
Yeah, go fuck yourself, Mr. Crisp. Frank, I love it.
Again, just through incredible circumstances, the same like 3 board of governor peoples who are deciding to shut down the school also just randomly decide to show up at the music competition and make the decision right there to not shut down the school. How are we making money off of this?
Right, yeah.
I don't understand.
I feel like there should be paperwork or like a committee or something. You can't just like up and say, yeah, we're just going to keep the school open. Yeah, sure.
All right. We'll get into final thoughts in a bit, but let me get you into this game, Justin. So we talked about how this is kind of the first sequel we have covered to a movie that we have also covered.
Yeah.
And also the first sequel period, if we're not counting Terminator 2 Judgment Day, which we covered a couple years back. So I have a little game for you in honor of this called Sequel Mania. And so I am going to give you 13. 13 movies we have covered have sequels. I'm going to give you a plot description of the sequel to the movie.
Okay.
And you're going to have to tell me what the movie is.
Done deal.
So easy. So easy.
So easy.
Do not pull up a list of
I'm not.
movies that we have covered.
Showing you my hands.
Showing your hands the whole time. All right. So easy. Number 1. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
2 parents rescue their young daughter from a food-based internment camp run by their old nemesis.
Well, they didn't make a Parent Trap 2, did they? Food internment camp?
Food-based internment camp. Yeah.
Oh my God. Chicken Run 2.
It is Chicken Run 2. This is Chicken Run Dawn of the Nugget. They have a daughter and she somehow gets trapped in like another chicken nugget factory that is run by Mrs. Tweedy.
In my brain, internment camp, I saw fences and then I immediately saw chickens. And there it was.
Yeah, I did that on purpose. All right. Awesome. On a roll. Number 2. A family must band together and find out more about their origins with a little help from Vanilla Ice.
Oh, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, Secret of the Ooze.
This is correct. Which I've never seen.
Oh my God, it's Vanilla Ice is in it.
Number 3. A 1940s family has a series of summer mishaps following their previous series of Yuletide mishaps.
Okay. Christmas movie. A 1940s family.
I'm genuinely wondering if you forgot that we covered this movie.
The Family Stone 2. No. It's Christmas it's Christmas is in the title. A Christmas movie. Christmas Story.
Yes.
Yeah. Christmas Story, the movie. Yeah.
They made multiple sequels to A Christmas Story, but the first one was called, I think, like The Summer Story or something like that. I really should have written down these titles.
Yeah.
Yes, that's a sequel to A Christmas Story. All right. Number 4. A sarcastic and, dare we say, archonic villain is brought back to help the people she previously tried to murder.
Ooh. She tried to murder them, huh? Did they bring back for Miss Congeniality too?
They brought back Candace Burton, yes.
Yeah. Is that it? No, I gotta do it. Like she went to prison. She blow up.
Listen, that would kind of make sense given the description I gave you. But no, she does not come back.
Who's a famous lady villain that we have covered?
So many of our listeners are just screaming at you.
Screaming at me. Yeah. Screaming. Call in, listeners, and give me a boost. Give me a helping hand.
All right.
Give me a hint.
The lady villain's name is the title of the movie.
Oh, it's The Devil Wears Prada 2.
No.
But which they're filming right now.
No. She didn't try to murder Anne Hathaway, I meant.
Younger Frankenstein.
I'm just realizing how many sarcastic and iconic villains we've covered.
So many. I need one more hint.
God, this is all during a period where I think you're blacking out. You watched this movie. This is one of my episodes. You watched it at my house. The sequel that I am referring to came out this year.
Gladiator 2.
Joaquin Phoenix comes back.
Yeah. She comes back fiercer than ever. Let's see. It was Not Too Long Fu 2 because we watched that at your house.
Help the people she previously tried to murder. Sarcastic, iconic, does a little dance.
It's a little money. It's not Chicken Run. What other movies have we watched at your house, Joe? I don't remember.
Okay. Think like classics of like the horror genre. What are the franchises we're thinking through here?
Halloween.
Keep going. A little campier.
Scream. Jason,
What are
13th.
what are some things that show up in like these types of horror movies? Like, what are some tropes?
Pumpkins, knives, teenagers, not another teen movie. Boobies,
What types of horror villains are there?
supernatural.
Okay,
Oh, Megan 2.
it's Megan too. Yeah.
Megan 2.
Jesus, -5 million points.
So many. I'm in the hole. Don't worry. I'll make it up to you. Just let me borrow it a little bit.
Number 5. A pair of besties get a little meta to put on the greatest show this town's ever seen.
Romy and Michelle, a pair of besties, put on a show. Pair of besties.
This is one of yours. You should get this.
Was it? My lord. They come back to put on a show that no one has ever seen before.
No, greatest show this town's ever seen.
Oh, my brain is mush.
Okay, it's they're kind of an iconic duo.
Dumb and Dumber.
Sort of. Start there.
Okay, and then go from there.
Go to somewhere else from there.
The Sandlot. No, not The Sandlot. The other baseball movie.
No.
Angels in the Outfield too.
No.
The Rise.
All right. Think like music. Think like 90s.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Think catchphrases, like really heavy on catchphrases.
Yeah.
Think wigs. Now you say something.
No, you say some words. Oh, this is Wayne's World too.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
I'm struggling.
These are only going to get harder, so I
know.
fear our tiger.
Yeah.
Number 6 of 13. We don't know yet, but we're assuming a bunch of monologues about data privacy, Farmville, and the modern rise of fascism.
It's got to be social. Wait, they're talking about making a Social Network 2 for some fuck.
This is Social Network 2 that we has not come out yet. Why are they making that?
Like no one's attached to it at all.
Cool. All right. Number 7. This time there's a girl one.
Terminator 3.
No. Although that makes sense.
That absolutely tracks.
God damn it.
Interstellar 2.
No.
This time there's a girl one.
Okay, I will say, I think there's definitely a girl one in this one. There may have also been a girl one in the first one that we watched. I can't fully remember, but this time there's definitely a girl one.
A Bug's Life.
No.
That's our girl, Buck.
So this is like, this is one of your movies.
Okay.
Think like Holiday.
Okay. Christmas.
Maybe.
Krampus 2.
No. Go Krampus.
Girl Krampus. Krampus. This time there's a girl.
What else did we watch besides Krampus that was kind of in your wheelhouse?
Trick or Treat.
No.
We did Jesus Christ, Joe.
It's like the other Christmas one that you had.
The other Christmas one. What was the other? Oh, Gremlins 2. That's right. There is a girl one.
Is there a girl one in Gremlins 2?
Yeah, there is.
Is there one in Gremlins 1? There's a don't they have like a moment where she's like singing in the bar or something?
I think that might be, you're probably thinking of clips, or maybe, I don't know, or maybe that's just a regular gremlin in drag.
Yeah.
I'd be wrong.
That might have been it.
This time, there's a girl one.
It all blends together.
I love
All right. Number 8. A strange lady travels across the country with a list of people she'd like to meet.
Kill Bill 2.
Did we cover Kill Bill 1?
No. But that's part of that plot of that movie.
That is, yeah.
A list of people she wants to meet.
Yeah.
Forrest Gump 2.
No.
There's a girl one. I need more hints.
You guessed this one already for something else.
Devil Wears Prada.
No.
A Bug's Life.
No.
People want to move.
Okay. Strange lady travels across the country, maybe with bad intentions for the list of people she'd like to meet.
She wants to hurt some people.
What's worse than hurting?
Like killing people. No, framing them.
No. Go back. Killing's worse.
It's worse. Like, no, wait. Stealing their identity. Terminator 3.
This is Terminator 3.
Yeah. I never saw Terminator 3.
Terminator 3 is the female Terminator coming back in time to kill all of like the main resistance leaders when they're like teenagers.
Amazing.
So it's like her going around killing teenagers. Okay. Number 9. A contest winner is kidnapped, prompting her best friend to get her head out of the clouds and rescue her.
This has got to be Miss Congeniality 2.
This is Miss Congeniality 2.
Yeah.
Nice. All right. Number 10. A self-centered individual plays so well in a band that it accidentally almost brings about the end of the world.
Oh my God.
The term sequel on this one is a little shaky, but Wikipedia does technically classify it as a sequel, even though I will say there are no like actors carrying over.
The plays it so good. The Devil Went Down to Georgia. In a band. What band-centric movies have we done?
The first one's not band-centric at all, but this story takes a weird turn towards something band-centric.
Huh.
This is a recent one.
Okay. All right. What have we done recently? What have you done for me lately? What have you done for him lately? That was great as well.
That was pretty great.
Bluey. No.
Oh my God.
Okay. Interview with the Vampire.
This is Interview with the Vampire.
That's right. That's good.
So it becomes all about Lestat apparently, and he plays in a band, and that wakes up the Queen of the Dams.
Aaliyah. Yeah. R.I.P.
All right, we're getting there. Number 11. A young woman just cannot catch a break from the guy who used to room with her when she was a kid.
Right Said Fred. Nope.
Kind of.
That's a band. What movie am I thinking of?
I'm thinking of Drop Dead Fred.
Drop Dead Fred.
Yeah. Kind of think that route a little bit.
Okay. Matilda 2.
No.
We never did Matilda.
Think a lot darker there.
Oh, a friend. This sounds scary.
Not a friend.
Who she grew up with. Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, 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 dun.
Oh, Exorcist?
Yes. Yes.
Well done, with just the quick little metal.
All right. Number 12. A group of friends get the gang back together to negotiate a land deal with Canada. I have not seen this sequel, but I gather that this is kind of what it's about.
A land deal with Canada?
I think this movie would be very so stupid.
Super Troopers 2? Yes. I was like, when have we ever brought up Canada? There.
All right. Finally, number 13. I think they have cars now.
Bug's Life 2.
No.
I think they have cars now. Gremlins 3.
No.
Terminator 4.
This is the only other movie that we have covered on my list that has a sequel.
Another one that has a sequel. 1914.
Don't say 1917. 1918, 1972.
1920, 1921. Joe, I'm going to keep going.
Just keep going.
What was the hint?
I think they have cars now,
I think they have cars now, and it's not Gremlins 3.
based on what I'm seeing on the poster.
The Handmaiden 2.
No.
Mm.
Also a recent episode.
I think they have cars now.
I really think you can get this one.
I think they have cars now. Bluey.
No.
Was it this year that we did this? Because we only done like 5 movies this year.
Yeah.
Angels in the Outfield.
I think you're thinking of Field of Dreams because you keep saying Angels in the Outfield.
Fuck. It's got to be. Oh, of course, it's. It was one of our love movies, right?
No. Love movies.
No. And it wasn't The Handmaiden. I think they have cars now, Joe.
All right. Think about the concept of cars.
Wheels, engines.
Okay. All of that kind of like packaged together. Who does that appeal to?
Men.
Men and who?
Straight. Robots.
Okay. So like car robots. What are you thinking?
Transformers.
Kind of.
Okay. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Turbo.
This is Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Turbo. Yes.
They have cars now.
Congratulations, Justin. That was
Terrible.
a mental exercise, but we got through it. You beat Sequel Mania.
That was anguish. Anguish. We've covered a lot of movies.
Yeah, you have.
And in 3 years, we've done a lot. So it is fitting that we just throw in the towel.
We are, we're getting into our final 5 movies that we will cover on this podcast. Things are going to get nittier and grittier and harder. Not going to take it easy on you. Why don't you give our listeners a little bit of a taste of where we're going next?
Again, knee deep in Nostalgiaville and the 30 years of it all. Looking back to 1995, the original Mortal Kombat movie was an event for me that summer. Saw it with my friend, and we were so hyped and did karate moves all the way there and all the way out of the movie theater. And it's great. It's just a silly, over-the-top, kicking ass, silly good time. And I can't wait.
I feel like this will be like the perfect cap of the Justin trilogy of like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, Mortal Kombat.
I was a big Kung Fu kid. Yeah. Totally.
Yeah.
But I did.
This will really summarize all of that in one thing.
It's great.
Well, fantastic, Justin. I can't wait to talk Mortal Kombat with you. Thank you for talking Sister Act 2 Back in the Habit with me.
So good.
I'll be blasting the soundtrack today.
Hey, go with God, Joe. All right. Well, catch us on the only social media that we're on, which is on TikTok at Uncultured Universe. And we'll see if this video works. Bye.
Oh, God. Bye.